Hey everyone, LioConvoy here. It's the end of the year, and as such, a good time for reflection, especially for the 35th year of the Transformers. This franchise is near and dear to my heart, but with so much under its belt, it's probably pretty daunting for anyone wanting to get into this franchise. That's where I come in. In this video, I'll be telling you my top 5 Transformer series. That way you'll have a reference point if you want to check it out. We'll start with number 5, the original Generation 1 Transformers. Based on a myriad of Japanese toy properties, Hasbro brought these toys to life in both comic and cartoon in 1984. Sporting 3 seasons and a movie, well technically 4 if you want to count it, this is where most people were introduced to the robots in disguise. However, it boasts a hefty episode count of 98. You may not want to sit through all of that, so let me guide you through the best way to speedrun the original series. Start with the 3-part series opener, More Than Meets the Eye, then cut to SOS Dinobots and War of the Dinobots. From there, check out the movie and the 3rd season. From a writing perspective, the 3rd season is the best out of all 4 of them, and it'll give you a solid basis for the show. Number 4 is a fan favorite of Transformers Animated. Self-contained, not relying on any other continuity, and animated in a far different manner than its predecessors, Animated is a show that has a lot of heart. Although I feel it is far too favorited in the community, it's still a good show, flaws and all. This has a small unit of Autobots trying to stop a resurgence of Decepticon military power. I highly recommend it. Number 3 is going to get me some heat, but I've never been shy about my opinion. It's Beast Machines. Taking place after Beast Wars, Beast Machines tells the tale of what happened to Optimus Primal's group after the war and the fate of Cybertron. Sporting drastic differences from their previous forms, Beast Machines inverses the position of power that other Transformers series has, namely having the heroes as their perpetual underdogs. The Maximals seek the balance between machines and nature while trying to stop the tyrannical world rule of Megatron. Dark, with plenty of writing depth and no annoying human characters, Beast Machines is the show of choice for people that want layered storytelling. And to those of you upset about the show still, it's been 20 years, guys. Literally. Let it go. Number 2 is creating the resurgence of the Transformers in popular culture after Generation 1 ended. Beast Wars changed the game by having animal alt modes instead of vehicles. It tells the tale of Optimus Primal and his fellow exploration team of Maximals trying to stop the machinations of Megatron and his Predacon underlings. While not well received at first, Beast Wars quickly became a fan favorite with its writing and characterization. There's a lot to be said about this show, but of note is that the writers for it had originally never worked on Transformers before, though they had worked previously on He-Man and the real Ghostbusters. The animation is dated, but the writing is pure gold. Check it out. Number 1 was a hard choice, with Beast Wars being its biggest challenger, but number 1 has to go to Transformers Prime. Like previous iterations, Prime has the Autobots facing against the Decepticons. But unlike previous installments, they actually take the Robots in Disguise moniker to heart, with both sides trying to hide their activity from the human race. It also features human sidekick characters that aren't incompetent. Noted for having both Peter Cullen and Frank Welker returning to their iconic roles as Optimus Prime and Megatron on television since the very first cartoon in the 80s. Rich in lore, big on heart, and heavy in action, Prime is the go-to for a self-contained Transformers show. Even though it does tie into other mediums, I highly recommend it. While this list focused on shows you can still find in print, there's one Transformers cartoon that I want to give an honorable mention to, though its rights are tied up and it cannot be released on DVD in the States. That would be Transformers Robots in Disguise. While a dub of the Japanese Transformers Car Robots cartoon, it's a fun show. Pitting the Autobots against the Predacons this time, it blends action and comedy in a way that most shows only wish they could. Transformers has been around for so long that it's absolutely earned the right to experiment. And there's so much Transformer media that there's literally something for everyone. Feel free to hit up the TF Wiki sometime and just start rooting around. I hope you enjoyed my list and that it leads you to a show you like. Don't like my list? Think the order is incorrect? Then make your own list. I'd like to take this moment to thank my patrons, Avis, Hateful Tate, Harry Partridge, Busy Robot Hands, Norden, William Brady, and Jonathan and Randa Buhler. If you want to support me, feel free to check out the link in the description. Take it easy, guys.